Hi, good morning. It's Rosie. It's at RoseByNameCo. I wanted to come today to show you this journal, which I just completed. It's not going to be for Etsy. It is for my son. It's called Family Recipes. And in this journal, I included a lot of the recipes that I used, or even my mother used while the kids were little and growing up and having some favorite meals and if they were sick and didn't feel like eating some certain soup and different things that I could think of that the kids liked and enjoyed eating, I put in this book. And by all means, he can add some more of his own recipes as he goes along, or think up some new ones and redo some of the older recipes and so on. So this is for my son Steven, and he's coming over on Sunday. I'm going to surprise him with this because the older two daughters have it, Sherry and Christina. They already have one each, and I didn't really think he was interested, but he did ask me for one, and he said that he did want one as well. And then I do have a fourth one to make. So I made 3, and I'll have a fourth one to make for my younger daughter, Maya. But she's still a teenager, so I still have some time before I do that, before she really appreciates it. So let me show you about this journal, what the size is, and what it's like inside. So let me take a measurement of this journal. It is about 6, I believe it is a 9 by 6, or even a little bit more, so 9.5 by 6, and then the spine is about 2.25, but really could have used a little bit more because it did come out. I did put in 4 signatures, so it did come out a little bit thick on this side. Like on this side, it's even like up to 3.75 inches, because I filled it up so much with pages that he can write on as well, maybe his memoirs and maybe more recipes and so on. So I was debating whether to give him a tassel because, guys maybe don't care for lace and things, but I try not to put too much lace. There is a little bit of the fluff on top, but not too much. And then I did put some lace, but only in signature covers, nothing else. And then I still gave him a tassel just because I like tassels. But I try to keep it in, not pink and yellow and those kind of colors, but more of the earthy tones and so on. So I did put a little bit of sparkle, and this one has a bead here, and this one has a bead as well. And then on the very bottom, I put Journey Charm, because, life is a journey. So the whole thing is a journey, and hopefully he will have a good one. And so the title right here, and this is some kind of maybe brocade or really, really nice fabric that I found in this gold and beigeish and green and so on, and some burgundy. So I did use a closure, which is just a sari scarf, and he might find something more something more rugged or something that he might want. He can always change the closure if he wants it, or doesn't even have to have one if he's just going to lay it on a desk or keep it upright or so on. I did put corners on 2 of the corners in the front and back, but over here there's this beautiful ruffle just the way it was, and so I left it like this, and this is the bottom of it, and then the side and the back of it. So I did leave sewing tails. I mean, it is still a work that I normally do mostly, so I wanted to make it that way so that he has a memento of my years at RoseByNameCo. And what did Mom do under RoseByNameCo? Well, this is what she did. So now he has a souvenir of that as well. So let me show you inside. So now, inside, here we have some charms. I tried, again, just a couple of beads and a key, because, every journal should have a key. And there's a little one. Let me just see if I can find it. Of course, that says, made for you. Not sure if you can see it. Made for you, and with a heart. So with love, with mother's love. And so inside, So we do have, right off the bat, we do have my son Stephen and me. Each journal I included a picture of me with my child, and in the back I did write Dear Stephen and a note to him, you know, about how much I love him and so on, and what this book is about. And so right here we have our recipes. So I did, some of them are written out, some of them are typed out, and so on, just different things. Still backed up so he can make his notes or any kind of renditions that he wants to make. So this is something that's called a garlic soup, but in Croatian. So in Croatian, ampremjuha. Anyways, this is something when kids were sick and they would need nothing else. They all loved the garlic soup. So we always cook that. And then this is the journal belongs to Stephen Michael Vukovic. And then over here, I gave him just some pages to write some more recipes. And then I included some different things like table settings, anything to do like with food or, you know, eating or table settings. So some line page. This is from a 1969 map book of Croatia. So I gave him that and just put something going to write on the back in an envelope. And inside the envelope, I have my mother's donuts that she makes. And then this is from her book that I copied. And then he can make some notes in the back and add something else if he wishes. My mom makes really good donuts, so we enjoy those. Just some small pages for him to write on. Then this one says historical moments, April 17, 1982. It's so close to mine and my husband's wedding anniversary. It's April 16, 1983. Very close, but I included that anyways, and I'll show you on the other side. So here's just somewhere where you might sit outside and have a snack, just something nice to look at, and some writing paper. And over here also some of the, when the kids were little and so on, some mementos, photographs, and then pictures of food. And this is, I found this when this journal was made, 2020. I really should write the Corona year, but it's not something we really want to remember. But anyways, it is what it is. And then just the card that I eco-dyed, and some fried eggs with rice, another recipe, so some other odd recipes as well, and just different papers to write on. And then some different buildings in Croatia, and just chives, recipe with chives. And then here's Stephen. This is my favorite. He's so cute here. Maybe he's like 3 or 4. He had the most gorgeous eyes and still a very, very good looking boy. So ruffles here. Some of my own photography I included. In the back he can write. And in the middle I did include like a spread of a table with some, you know, table setting and so on. Something that he might want to copy or just think about. And a little bit of beads here. And more papers. And here he is, a little bit older, also a cutie. Some recipe. A little bit more pages. This is sausage stew that we made. And just some old picture that I found. And cevapi, it's a tiny picture. I wanted to find a bigger one, but this is something that I took, probably found it on Instagram. Anyways, cevapi is a very, very famous Croatian food. And then here's me and my husband. We were wearing water polo hats during water polo season, I guess, or something that we watched on TV. And some things here. So April 16, 1983, so I wrote it there. And I left it a pocket so that he can put something in here. Even a notebook here and pockets. So I tried to give him lots of little pockets as well to tuck things into. And that 1969 map. And just a little bit home decor. Charlie's brown rice, that's my husband's name, Charlie. So I happened to find this in a, you know, a Charlie Brown book, and I thought, well, okay, I'll just let him have that one. And that's the charm key here. And there's Stephen when he was drumming. Doesn't drum anymore. And here's at one time we were Pioneer Village when they were little, trying out life as it was. And then this is Sarma, which is cabbage rolls. That's very famous also. And this is just something from a magazine. And then I wrote here October 5th, 1986 is when Stephen was born. And then that's my mother probably making the cabbage rolls. She's really, really good at it. So we rely on her for cabbage rolls. And then something I used to work at. I found that somewhere, so I thought he should have it. And then a little bit Thanksgiving lunch here. And just some different recipes that I found for him in the papers. And that's a little bit more family photos. And index card to write on. Another luncheon. And just some photos that I took in Zadar, Croatia. Another table setting with these beautiful blue dishes. Not ours, but from a magazine or a book. And just pages like that. Some that he can look at, and you know, some that he can fill on his own. And short ribs and bean stew. We like the short ribs. And then just a little bit there. Oh, look at this doggy actually peeking through the windows. It looks like our Georgia, but it's not. It's from some book. And then this is Stephen while he was dancing, folk dancing. So you think this blue thing here is a little bit got glue on it. And then these are different pictures of Stephen as he grew through the years. And him and his daddy, so cute in the pool. And just a postcard I found. It says, fill each day with sunshine. Very cute. And some beads here. Another recipe. Creamy spinach is one of ours that we did all the time. Creamy spinach with eggs or with meat or with anything else. This is a little crochet wreath that my mom made. It's so cute with the little fishy and the eye. Anyways, I gave that to him so he can keep it. I don't crochet myself, but anyhow. And then I stamped here and gave him some more papers. And inside here is our recipe. This is our first dog, Tina. She's no longer around for quite some time. And but the kids grew up with her, so I put a picture of it in there. And some pockets and so on. Let's see, another pocket here. And just some pages and Mexican vegetable bake. We didn't make that one, but I don't know. I found it in an old book, and well, let him have it. He might try it. Shibanik building, and my photography. And here's some metal in this one. Now this is another pretty famous dish that we made, which is actually my husband cooked this usually around Christmas time, and some other times when the kids had a craving for it, which is the mussel soup from a book that we have that was given to my husband from a place he worked at. So anyways, so here are the kids actually eating the mussel soup. Most of them liked it. I'm not sure that Stephen loved it then, but he does love it now, so... And then just, you know, some random pages. And here's my husband and I and our teenage daughter, Maya. And my mom made 2020, so I included that as well for him. Well, she crocheted it, right, from crochet. And then these are the times when my dad was making barbecue and Stephen first started driving. So some mementos. I put this in this pocket, memories, and he might fill it up some more. And then after Tina passed away, we did have Junior and Buddy, and they were around for quite a long time also. And they're now no longer here, and now we have Georgia. Actually, I'm not sure if I included Georgia here. I might have to put Georgia in there as well. So these are two miniature doggies. Oh, they were just the cutest. And a notebook in here and a pocket in here. Just some more recipes, a pocket for him to fill in here as well. And this is just the card that we made for him on one of his birthdays. And he's just so adorable. I know I have to show it again. That one, and then thingies and these, ooh, tiny ones. Anyways, so the little charm. And then here we are with my parents and Steven in Croatia at the time, but they're here now also, my parents. Just something his nephews. And here's Steven in 2006. I don't know if you can see him. Gorgeous young man. And some more pages and so on. Here's a recipe, pork stew. And here's some more mussels. And here's my husband barbecuing back in the day when kids were younger, so they'll enjoy that picture. And some random recipes and so on. Some more pictures when they were little, and then here's Maya with the two doggies, Buddy and Junior as well. And then some other eat-outs that we had, and here, these are little pockets. So here's a fish dinner we had somewhere, and there's some more of my flowers, and then the middle over here, just something nice put together, and I don't know, maybe he has to do that at some point. And some more pages, another pocket here, ruffle on this one, pocket here as well. Then over here is the recipe. This one is stew broth. How to make stew broth, because the girls asked me a couple of times how to make it, so I wrote it out, and so now he can have it as well. And then here's some cookies that my mom makes, so I included that, and on the back he can write on it. Let's put it this way. And some more papers. And another pocket here, see-through pocket. And a little bit of the map, and somebody over here, a chef. And here's me and him again in the bigger picture. Little pockets over here as well. You know, sometimes you might go for a picnic, so this is just for, you know, pleasure looking. Then I found this recently. I came into this Labatt's original truck. It's so strange looking, so I thought, let him have it. And at the very back, I have a little booklet, and in this booklet it says Rosie's Favorites. So this booklet I made in 1993, and that's the calendar that I have in this book. This is a copy of the book that I made. So here's the keg rib sauce. It was delicious. So we have this all the time. And then Cajun pork chops, a little bit on the hot side. I enjoy that, and I made that a few times. Barb's spinach dip. This was a friend at the time, and she gave me this recipe for the spinach dip, also very good. Some blank pages for him to fill in something else. Then prairie goulash was also very good. And what do we have here? Sun-dried tomato and cheese spread. And Larry's wings. So whatever I had in that book, including some of the old Croatian money, and whatever I had in that book, I just copied it and made it into this new book that he can look through and add some more of his own and so on. So this is the family recipes journal that I'll be gifting to my son, and hopefully he did get a ticket earlier, and then, well, it was canceled, and then he tried again. So now he should be here on Sunday as far as we know, and we will go pick him up, and he'll be here for a week and we'll enjoy the time with him, and do a couple of things, though we can't do too much, of course. You know, as we know, we can't be getting around as much as we would normally, but we'll get out a little and explore and so on. So thanks for coming by. This again, this won't be in my Etsy shop. This is just a gift for my son. So, but I wanted to share it with you, and maybe I'll make a recipe book sometime in the future. Appreciate you coming, and I hope you're going to have a great day. Take care. It's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. Bye-bye.